the Titans for the last team in this AFC South 2023 record predictions. Titans have the fifth easiest schedule this year. They are projected at 7.5 wins. I got them starting the season 0-6. They're heading into the week 7 bye absolutely winless. Saints, that's a loss. Chargers, that's a loss. Browns, that's a loss. Bengals, that's a loss. Colts, that's a loss. Ravens, that's a loss. They might be Indianapolis, but that's on the road in week 5. Indy could be rolling or getting into a groove at that point. I believe Indy is going to be better set up for success and better ran as a team this year and coached as a team really than the Titans will be, especially based on the roster differences. And even though Anthony Richardson is extremely raw, kind of the projection right now, Ryan Tannehill is going to be a bottom quarterback in the league. Will Levis, Anthony Richardson, we know has a higher ceiling. Seems like they moved off Malik Willis. Like, could the Titans this year be how the Colts were last year? Okay, we've got Matt Ryan, and then now we're going to play another quarterback, and then now we're going to play Sam Ehlinger, and it just got really ugly and really sticky. And now we see with Matt Ryan not having a job in the NFL starting the season. Titans fans, I am so sorry. Y'all are starting the season 0-11 before finally getting a win at home versus Indianapolis in week 13. And as of right now, Tennessee and Arizona might be the worst teams in the NFL next year. They're going 2-15 overall. They're going to go 2-7 at home, 0-8 on the road. They're going to play 7 games against playoff teams this year. Allen, I'm sorry. Wesley, I am so sorry. Jacksonville twice, Seattle, Miami, Tampa, Baltimore, Cincinnati, and the Chargers. Tell me the Titans can win any of those games. Maybe Seattle, but more than likely not happening. I would probably bank on Baker Mayfield to play better football this year in a Bucs organization than I would with Ryan Tannehill in a confusing quarterback room, question marks about Derrick Henry, and a really bare roster offensively. We'll get into that in a second. I know the defense was number 1 in rush defense, super awesome there. So clearly they have a defensive line presence, but I don't believe, and kind of getting into a little later in the segment, this is the point. I don't believe that Mike Vrabel will be able to curtail a questionable quarterback room, an inferior quarterback room with everyone in there, a bare roster offensively, and a defense that's middle of the pack. That's honestly. Man, there's nothing like that. Podcast Sprite. But yes, I hate this. I absolutely hate this for the Titans. I have them going 2-15 literally due to the inferior and confusing quarterback room, the bare offense outside of Derrick Henry. And while I believe Mike Vrabel, I know Mike Vrabel has the capability to coach them to be better, but their roster does not outmatch any team that they play this season. And the bad quarterback play with great coaching and a middle of the pack defense again will only get you so far. So as this division is going to shake out, the Jags are going to go 13-4, win the division. The Colts are going to fall behind and go 6-11, second in the division. The Texans will go 3-14, and then the Titans will go 2-15. Ugly division here. Definitely, it seems like it's going to be the worst division as of right now, as I'm looking at it in football, because the Jags are going to have more wins than the rest of the division combined by 2 games. So it's going to be ugly. Definitely going to be ugly. I mean, they fell off, but you tripping. I mean, Wes, since you're here, man, so let's just look at it since you're here. Got a fan live on the show. New Orleans, that's a loss. I'm sorry. And not just because I'm a Saints fan. New Orleans, I think, is clearly a better team than Tennessee right now. Defensively, clearly offensively, quarterback play. Yeah, you got me on running back. Great. Los Angeles lost the difference of roster. Cleveland, same thing. Cincinnati, same thing. Indianapolis, you're on the road by week 5. I believe they could already be popping. Baltimore, clearly that's a loss. Atlanta, I believe is better than you. That is a loss. Pittsburgh, I believe is better than you. That is a loss. Tampa Bay, maybe you could get that win there, but I believe that's a loss. Jacksonville, you're getting swept by them. That's a loss. Carolina, week 12. Yes, you're going to be taking them on at home. I have a lot of faith in Freight Reich, Bryce Young, Adam Thielen. They brought in Hayden Hurst. They still have Chuba Hubbard. We know some of the defensive players with Carolina. I know it's harsh to say that Tennessee's only going to have 2 wins, but give me more than 2 wins on the schedule. Saints is iffy. You're in New Orleans week 1 to open the season, and you think that's iffy. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. Okay, but Indianapolis, again, now you're going to be playing them at home. You could win there. Believe you will. I believe you're going to split in the division. Miami, that's a loss by far. Houston at home, that's a win. Seattle at home, that's a loss. Houston on the road, because it's on the road, that's a loss. And again, you're getting swept by Jacksonville. Bets. I mean, I'm not placing any bets, but they do have Titans have the fifth easiest schedule, and they're projected at 7.5 wins. So I mean, go figure with how it's going to play out. But moving off these schedule predictions, y'all can in the comments let me know what you think about the AFC South 2023 schedule predictions. Again, have the Jags winning the division going 13-4, Colts in second going 6-11, Texans in third going 3-14, and Titans in fourth at an abysmal 2-15.